time since 2018, and now expect a different welcome as Nantes prepare to come out. Runners-up in the French Championship last year against Paris Saint-Germain. They have never won the league and currently are 3 points adrift of Paris Saint-Germain, with Montpellier breathing right down their necks, just 1 point behind. It is a tight championship. And Nantes, here they come. Valero Rivera, the doyen of the team, the left winger, 40 years of age, their top scorer with 72 goals in the Champions League this season, 117 in the French league. The goalkeepers are out: Ivan Pesic, a Croatian national team keeper, and Ignacio Biosca Garcia of Spain. There is Emerick Min, who picked up a knee injury at the beginning of March. There were some worrying times, but luckily not too serious. And, he's just come back in the last 10 days. Their coach, Goalie, who took over just over 2 years ago from the Spaniard Alberto Entrerrios, having been his assistant up until then. Be hoping that he can take his team to their third Final Four. Absolutely packed arena here in Nantes, 5,900 spectators. Nicolas Tournat comes out, one of 5 French internationals in the lineup. That's Boss. Mate Gaba comes out. Slovenian defense specialist, he'll be needed today. A couple of injuries to add to the long-standing injury to Lucas de la Bretèche, the playmaker. Nantes will today be without left-back and defense specialist Marko Milosavljevic. Their right-back Algerian international Ayoub Abdi. Not a good time to lose them. Lagarde, former French international, comes out as well. Nantes have always been a good breeding ground for excellent younger national team players. The scene nicely set here in the H Arena in Nantes. Sporting at least today are at full strength with the return of Kiko Costa, who picked up an injury as well and missed a few games. Well, if we can hear it very shortly, it should be the national anthem of the Champions League. The anthem over. These teams have never met. It's uncharted territory for both. They have been studying endless videos of each other. So for Nantes, as we mentioned, no Abdi or Milosavljevic today, and de la Bretèche long-term injured. We would expect them to start with Rivera and maybe Odriozola on the wings, Tournat on the line with Rie, Min and Boss across the back, and Pesic in goal. Grégory Kojand could potentially have Avalanche on the right wing, but only he will know that for sure. Sporting then at full strength. Kiko Costa is back. He should start in the back line with his brother Martim on the left side, Suarez in the centre, Torkelson on the left wing, Portela on the right, and Oliveira on the line, with most likely Andre Christiansen, the Norwegian goalkeeper, who's having a terrific season. Ricardo Costa, master tactician. So can he stunt their advantage here? Hugely experienced refereeing partnership with this match. Robert Schultz, Tobias Tunis, who's officiated at 5 Euros and 6 World Championships, 2 Olympics. Mind you, not a good memory for Emerick Min. The last time they refereed a match with him was the World Championship semi-final between France and Croatia, and Emerick Min got a red card. He will say harshly. So it is all set here as Christensen gets ready. The return leg will be played in Lisbon next week. But Nantes know that they need to take a good advantage from home here, with Sporting having not lost at home this year. Mind you, neither have Nantes, although they did concede a couple of draws against Barcelona and Aalborg, the teams that ultimately finished ahead of them in the table and booked direct places to the quarter-final. The teams qualifying directly to the quarter-finals have the advantage that they play the first leg away. Countdown is on. So here we go then, and Nantes in the all-burgundy throw-off against Sporting Club of Portugal in the all-white in this quarter-final first leg in the Machine Seeker EHF Champions League here in the H Arena in Nantes. Paul Bray here with you for this match. So as expected, Boss, Min across the back, Tourna is on the line. Rivera, it does seem to be Odriozola on the wings, and Villet gets the first word. His 50th goal in the Champions League this season. Quick reply by Sporting, and Martin Costa's shot careers off the top of the bar under pressure from Boss. Ball given away cheaply, looking for the line. Mistake by Emerick Min. Did well to switch back, Martin Costa. Martin Costa, top scorer for Sporting. Number 79 playing at left back. They're making changes between attack and defence with Suarez, the playmaker, not defending. That's been done for him by Salvador. Kiko Costa, very, very quick, the two Costa brothers, and a very quick wrist. If you leave them unattended inside the 9 meters, they will let rip with a shot. Here he goes again, Costa, slightly isolated. Looks to the line, off the post, and nothing given. Away come Nantes. Ivan Pesic may have got a touch on it. Fantastic atmosphere here in the H Arena in Nantes. He did. I got a knee on it. Deflected it onto the bar. So Brière and Min, left back and centre. Been with the French team for a while, but so often have been reserve players and not used a lot in matches, but at the last World Championships finally got a bit more of a chance. Salvador looking for options, and he's well blocked by Shuichi Yoshida, who's on defensive duties for Nantes. The Japanese international taking over where Milosavljevic might have been, but he and Abdi injured today. Helps with Milosavljevic, who's 2 meters and 1, towering presence. So they're having to play a long way back as Nantes put a defender up front. A slightly disjointed 5-1, well held again by Yoshida. On the far side, Boss is trying to isolate. Oh, what a shot! Martin Costa lets rip right up into the top corner. Going to be a free throw. Down by Pedro Martinez, the Argentinian international. How about that for a shot, though? So quick. And that's the danger, we said, when they get inside within shooting range. Well, they too are defending very deep. It's a 4-2 at the moment. Costa and Martinez pushing right up outside the 9 meters. Boss, good block. The ball is loose Picked up by Christiansen. Good save by the Norwegian. And a mistake. Fumble of the ball. So slow start by both teams, looking a little nervous. Little errors creeping in here and there. Ricardo Costa in charge of Sporting since 2021. Oh, lovely pass. Tourna, what a save again, Christiansen. And those are the chances they may live to regret. Tourna completely clear in front. Puts it exactly where Christiansen wanted. Coming up to 5 minutes played. It's only 1-1 here in a low-scoring start. Absolutely deafening atmosphere. Edney Oliveira is in on the line for Sporting. Started with Portela on the right wing. He comes around. Tried to roll off the defence. No luck there for Kiko Costa. Third top scorer for Sporting in the Champions League this season with 70. He's one behind winger Thorkelsson on 71, while his older brother Martin top scoring with 89. Martin comes in, and again top corner. Second goal for Martin Costa. Takes off, and again no defenders come up to block him. Pesic left on his own with that one. So back on comes Tourna, not being used in defence. And Brière's given the ball away, lovely. Space on the left. Inside, no goal. Oh dear, one handling error and now a missed shot by Thorkelsson. He's having a nervous start as Brière finds himself dragged into a mass of defenders, and we have a yellow card. Rather disgruntled look there by Martinez, who's got yellow, but he was involved in the earlier block on Brière. So Min and Brière switching places, they'll swap back again. Again, Martinez is coming a long way out to try and disrupt the crossovers. Min tries the shot, and again Christiansen saves it. Not a lot of power on that one, he'll be perfectly happy with that. He's on 3 saves. Salvador into the wing. Now there's a big angle. Oh, yes! Pesic may have even tried to put his head in the way. Opened a big angle for Portela. Looks like he got a touch on it. And so that's his second save. Well, we've gone past the 7-minute mark with only 3 goals on the clock. After a very quick start to score the opening goal, Nantes struggling to find a way through. They've had a couple of decent shots, parried by Christiansen. Tries to release the ball behind, but that's off the foot of the Sporting defender, Oliveira. Brazilian international. One of 11 of the Sporting team who played at the World Championships earlier this year. 6 for Portugal, the others for a raft of other countries. Passive play call. They were under pressure, but Aymeric Min lets rip with an absolute missile to level it. How about that for power? Sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. Portela, number 4, drops off into the right wing. Portela, who played for Nantes until 2023. He was very much appreciated by coach Grégory Cogent at Nantes. He really was the ultimate team player, always thinking about what's best for everyone rather than himself, but now up against his old teammates. Free throw for Sporting. Again, Boss is pushing up on Martin Costa on the far side. They know the danger. Kiko Costa does the cross to release a bit of space that comes off the bar. Unlucky for Martin Costa. Min now goes straight through. And the shot down the middle brings a fourth save for Christiansen. Norwegian international keeper who played his first major competition for Norway at the World Championships this year. Good save! Pesic, he gets his third save. And still it's only 2-2. Good breakthrough, just about got a hand on it, the Croatian keeper. Fifth best keeper in the French league this year with 210 saves. Briet, oh yes, the moment he got away from his marker, Salvador tried to stay on him. The first time in 8 minutes, not back in front again. Portelano with a lot of space and makes no mistake this time to level it. 3-3. Good play. Emmerich Meen found himself in no man's land, but Briet absolutely let rip. He enjoyed that. That's mine. Three then. And Briet, just as Martin Costa on the other side, under close scrutiny, he tries to get away again. Boss! Clatters off the bar. He's picked up by Sporting. Oh, that's going to be recovered. Salvador looking for a quick pass up court. Boss, Meen, and that's going to be a free throw only. Martinez just about managed to get in place, but I think Emmerich Meen has taken a blow to the face. Corner comes over to help. So the interception and the turnover. Boss comes around, tries to suck in some of the defenders. Well, I guess the referees will say both players were in motion at that point, but it is still a free throw for Nantes. Boss on the far side at right back is going to have a busy day today with no other recognised left-handed right back in the Nantes lineup. Meen, excellent defending by Sporting, very dynamic. Boss, again off the post. And the metalwork seeing a lot of action here. They are under a lot of pressure, but Sporting are known for very physical defence. A hard shove by Martin Costa on Boss as he went for the shot, but nothing given. Nantes has been on the podium once at the Final Four in 2018 when they lost the final to fellow French side Montpellier. It was a year with 3 French teams in the Final Four. PSG were there as well. Expected to be favourites, ended up not making it through to the final. Minutes played, it's still only 3-3. Oh yes, lovely sidestep, and Martin Costa is on 3 goals now. Very close to the head, and Pesic couldn't cover it quickly. Into the wing. That's nicely finished, Odriozola. Spanish right winger. Hung very well to open the gap, but it's quickly cancelled out at the other end, and of course it's Martin Costa. He has scored 4 of Sporting's 5 goals so far. Is now on the wrong side. Boss finds a bit of space, and again Christiansen covers. The shooting, in fairness, is not quite up to scratch for Nantes, but all credit to Andre Christiansen, who's now on 5 saves. Small Whole band of Portuguese fans are enjoying the occasion. So they've started to make a few changes, notably in defence, with Obrien-Niatou, number 16, coming on. Give Imric Min a bit of a break. He is looking like he's blowing a bit. That's going to be a free throw. Bundled over by Jan Goalie, the young Spanish playmaker, and that's a team timeout for Nantes. Expect a few changes maybe at the back, potentially leg out coming in.
Vous pouvez un peu plus jouer Casa, renverser, écarter et isoler Silva, d'accord? Et on peut jouer extérieur. Là on joue un rapide, d'accord? Casa rapide, Thibaut pour Emric, Thibaut pour Emric. Les deuxièmes temps, faites rentrer l'ailier gauche, Thibaut 2-3 et jouez-moi autour, d'accord? Un peu plus de finition, ça va aller. Là, on joue Casa rapide, Thibaut pour Emric. Allez, ouais, les gars, on force trop les shoots, les gars. Allez, tous.
Gregory Cousin saying we just need to be a bit more applied with our finishing. The opportunities are there. He wants a bit more pace, he says. See some of the best actions from the game so far, and Martin Costa's 4 goals. He's done superbly well. So play resumes after the first team timeout. Martin Costa, 4 goals from 6 shots. Changes at the moment with the lineup across the back. We still have Boss, Briet, and Min. Briet switch back again. Min into the line. And Briet doubles up as a line player. It helps when you're 2 meters and 5 tall. But the finishing is a problem not just for Nantes. Although they have got big problems, Nantes. At the team timeout, we're on a 36% success rate with their shooting, which is really, really bad, I'm afraid. And Sporting, though, 50%, that's below par as well. But it does help when Christensen in goal for Sporting has made 5 saves, while Besic has made 3 for Nantes. That's a solid block, but an unfair one, says the referee, against Salvador. And it's a turnover ball. Oh, and Briet edges them back in front with his 4th. Min sucked in 2 defenders to open up the space for him. Oh, now there's a chance on the wing. Oh, and it clips it off the top of the bar. That was a good opportunity for Thorkelsson. The wingers a little expensive for Sporting, but then again, as we just said, shooting stats on both sides are well below par, especially for Nantes. Through the midway point in this half. Oh, Min is through. Well, they have upped the tempo very slightly, Nantes, and they get 2 quick breakthroughs for a 2-goal lead. This time Briet returns the favour, sucking in the defenders to make space for Min. Change for Sporting. Jan Goalie is back on. And he replaces Martin Costa. Kiko Costa passes across. Boss is there. Sends him very wide, under a lot of pressure. It's going to be a free throw anyway. Kiko Costa being bundled over as he was looking for options. Briet was all over him. Sporting with 3 of the top 12 scorers in the league this year. Tries the shot. That came off Briet. Took the sting out of the shot. Nico Costa comes away empty-handed. Brie. Hugely physical defence by Sporting, but they know that, and another fine save. Christensen, his 6th of the game. 7th best goalkeeper in the Champions League this season, Christensen, with 119 saves. And bear in mind, they've played 2 matches less than the likes of Nantes, because they qualified directly for the quarter-final. There was Brie, who's not making himself too popular with Costa as he celebrates in his face. Nantes, who had a big win at the weekend against Nîmes in the French League, 36-27. Sporting, for their part, that's going to be a free throw. They won away to Aguasantas in the Cup quarter-final. They'll go through to meet Braga in the semi-final. Long-range shot, came off the wall again. Some good defending by Nantes. Martin Costa comes on but can't find a way through. He's immediately substituted. They're now using Christian Moga for Martin Costa in defence. So Niatou is on, number 16 for France. He was a signing out of retirement, actually, a former Nantes player, when Nantes lost all 3 of their playmakers. Oh, the break is on! Good block! And that's saved. And Pesic with his 4th save of the game. It was good defending to force him earlier. Oh, Niatou. And Tourna gets his first of the match. A 3-goal lead for Nantes. Well, Nantes are returning the favour now in physicality and defence. There was Goalie put under pressure by Mine. Shot from too far out in the end. Ran out of steps. And a lovely assist by Niatou for Tourna. It brings the team timeout for Sporting.
Está muito bem. Agora temos que acertar. Falhamos 2 ou 3 contra-ataques, não podemos. Oh, precisamos de meter alguém lá fora. Ei, João, troca por um tico. Certo? Situação de duplo PSG. Aqui. João, ficamos para ti, primeiro. William, change with Eddie. Certo? Troca. Sim, troca. Ei, na defesa, stay. 1 de segundo e 1 de segundo. Tentamos meter os dois.
Vamos marcar gols, caralho!
Eddie! Oh! Ei, continua! Vamos, estamos bem. Vamos.
Well, still very, very low success rate on the shooting, well below par for both teams, but it's switched around completely. Sporting are now down at 38%, Nantes at 47%. You would expect teams at this level to be in the 60+% level. And Nantes are closing the gaps, getting some blocks in on the line. Brie, though, in amongst a sea of poor finishing, stands out with 4 from 4. So we're into the 20th minute. Martin Costa has got space in the middle. And he gets his 5th. Martin Costa, who was in the All-Star team at the World Championships earlier this year. Portugal just missed out on a medal. Salvador and Brie with a friendly exchange. Nico Costa, for his part, was the best young player at the World Championships and second top scorer on 54 goals. Sporting really are having a terrific time, and that man there, Salvador, a terrific player, the captain of the team. Used a lot in defence, but is a very useful attacker as well. 52 goals in the Champions League this season, the 23-year-old. But he's such a professional and he works so well for the team. So Brière having a break as Niatou comes on to work with Min and Boss at the back. Min, that seemed to be an attacking foul, but Salvador doesn't get it. Min crashed into his shoulder. And Ricardo Costa has got himself a yellow card for complaining. I have a little sympathy in terms of the call, because it did look like an offensive foul. But it's not going to help the team if he gets himself a 2-minute suspension. It would mean a player coming off to serve it for him. He'll need to keep it under control now. Min hands off to Boss. Niatou. Oh, that was a rather agricultural challenge on him. And Niatou is being pulled up for maybe overdoing it. Salvador says, I just put my body in there, but that wasn't the one where the hard block came, though. It was on the way round, I think, by Goalie. They're all pushing up now. Tourna needs to drop back in on the line. They're putting in Rivera as well. Tourna can't turn. That's good, solid block by Jan Goalie, the Spanish international. The referees just stopped the free throw because the defenders are too close. Reminds them to be 3 meters away. Costa just can't contain himself. It's just the way he is. Passive play call. Clips the bar and stays out. Past the 20-minute mark. Still low scoring here, 8-6. So Sporting now bring on João Gomes, the 23, the right back. Moved up to the national team for the World Championships earlier this year. A little bit of a surprise inclusion. Oh, through the legs. That gets them going nicely. Goalie gets his first. The shot under pressure, and Pesic just surprised by that one. Got them back to within one after Nantes had been leading 8-5 in the 17th minute. Brière. This time under close scrutiny from Oliveira. Silva wide. Christiansen, something of an imposing figure. Another great opportunity, and that's the second miss, and in fact he did get a touch on it, and that's his 7th save. And Tourna, 1 from 3, is not a great statistic for a line player. 8 minutes of the first half remaining. Nantes also pushing up into the wing. Good block again, Pesic, his 5th. Saved by the 36-year-old Boss, tries to go in. Höghelm right in front of the referee. Extremely physical defense, but at the end of the day, Sporting will say we're playing to the whistle. We know they defend tough. They've done it all season in the Champions League. It's, how should we call it, uncompromising style. Pesic, meanwhile, celebrates his 5th save at the other end. Well, they can't really afford any more injuries. Odriozola had come all the way around from the left wing. Bundled over by Höghelm, who quite literally just ground him into the ground. All 106 kilos of him. And because he's received treatment on court and there's been no sanction against any of the Sporting players, he has to come off. Under the injury rule, he's got to miss the next 3 attacks. So it's Theo Avalanche who's going in on the right wing. 29-year-old French player who has been with the French national team on and off, but never at a major championship. He's parked himself right over on the far wing. Brillet back on again. Oh, intercepted. 3 against 1. Oh, beautifully done. Hughelm took the pace off the shot. And they are level. And that's only a free throw. Imric Min. Well, Sporting will be very happy with the way things are at the moment. Low scoring is not the issue. As long as they can keep Nantes well within range. They've won all their matches at home in the Champions League this season. They've had wins against Veszprém, against Fuchs Berlin, against PSG. And again, a poor effort, trying to force the ball into the line, Nantes. And for the third time in this half, they give it away. And when they have got it through, Tourna has missed 2 out of the 3 shots. Still in play. Boss has just managed to keep it in there. That was just in the nick of time. Timeout is called by Grégory Gaujean. And they're still saying, had they lost control, but no Sporting player had touched the ball when he pressed the buzzer. It stays a Nantes ball.
On joue qui le sait, d'accord? On joue qui le sait, avec Yvon ici, ok? Yvon sur William, engagez-vous pour le shoot. Faites venir Salvador. Il y a possibilité de shooter, vous shootez, d'accord? Sinon, je joue avec la diagonale. C'est toi qui le joues. Et autrement, renversez. Tad, il est où Tad? Rentre vite. Mets-toi en bloc externe. Allez, confiance sur notre attaque, les gars. Allez, tous.
Well, the last team timeout brought a sudden surge. And, they went 8-5 up. Since then, though, it has gone back down again with Christiansen pulling off an amazing 7 saves in this first half. He's been absolutely outstanding. 47% save rate is superb. Ricardo Costa looks like he's played the match, let alone coached it. This physical defence has really given Nantes problems. They just can't get the breakthroughs they like. It's a passive play call against them. Looks to the line, and this time Tourna does score. It's his second. Finally they get going again after conceding 3 without reply. Niatu has shifted slightly now, he's 2 left. Yoshida has gone back into the centre with Brillet in defence. Goes wide. Another good save, Pesic, his 6th. Niatu. On again off the bar, and Boss has hit it 3 times in the first half. He might want to get a measuring tape out and check it. Pesic, in fact, is on 7 saves. He's on a 47% save rate. No wonder that both teams are struggling to get past the 50% success rate on their shooting. They've also had quite a few turnovers. 5 for Sporting, 4 for Nantes. Good defence. Trying to tee up Costa. That didn't work for Gomes. A poor back pass. 2 in on the line. Pesic, save number 8. The goalkeeper says, it's my ball, and referee agrees. Good save. He's on 8 now. Physical defending so far, 9-8. We go into the last 5 minutes of the first half. Penalties have been non-existent. despite very tough defending on both sides. They're the players who are sitting out today for Nantes. Frustration. Di Milosavljevic, de la Bretèche, long-term injured playmaker, and then just to make trouble for Nantes, they lost both Min and Ovnicek, the other two playmakers, at the start of this year, and it meant Niatou was brought back in again from retirement, playing today at number 16. Meanwhile, Min gives a 2-goal lead now with his third of the game. Salvador looking for the line. Hökjelm though sees it dribble past him. Min is racing forwards and hammers that into the back of the goal. 11-8. The clock has been stopped. Well, 8-8 has become 11-8 with this shot straight over the head of Christensen. He knew very little about it. And Nantes know that they need a big win here at home ahead of the return leg next week in Lisbon. 3.5 minutes of the first half to go, and I dare say this game has many more twists and turns to come. Goalie, Kiko Costa for the moment has been given a bit of a break. Goalie back to Martin Costa. Gomes. Goalie. Well, may have got a touch on it. Pesic deflected it onto his post. If so, he's on 9 saves in the first half. Niatou. And he scores his third goal in only his third game for Nantes. 4 goals without reply for the French side. Goalie tries his luck. Well, no touch by Pesic. He came off the post. The metalwork at both ends has seen plenty of action. Gomes. Four and a half minutes played with 4 goals for Nantes. They stopped the clock while they mopped the floor. Oh, the pensive Ricardo Costa looking on. Nantes will be delighted that the defence at least has had its moments, despite the absence of Milosavljevic. Top scoring Sporting is Martin Costa on 5. Tries to break through. Oh yes, off the arm. Pesic didn't quite get the bearing on that one, and Goalie gets his second. Nothing is given on that one there. Brière tried to put the block on, but Min went straight into the defensive wall. And we go into the last 2 minutes with Christensen's 8th save. Martin Costa comes back on. Gomes, number 23, was brought on really because he's very quick, he's very good one-on-one. But as yet hasn't quite found that mark to break through to the 6-metre line. They're being picked up very early. Niatou drops back. Now he's got to be careful, straight through. Beautifully set up. Goalie scores, but Gomes teed him up to perfection. Sucked in the defence, and a huge gap to Goalie. Brière into the line. And Tourna starting to find his range now as we go into the last minute. 13-10 with his third goal. French national team line player signed this summer from Polish side Kielce. pushing a long way forwards. They're trying to pick up the players right at the beginning of their run. Thinking they have a better chance. Portella's come around from the wing as an extra line player. Good defense. Yoshida. 15 seconds to go. Gomes. Guri. That's a rather solid block by Théo Avalanche. And the buzzer goes, and it'll have to be a direct throw to end the first half. He's going to have a go, and Martin Costa, 188, not the tallest player in his team, but he certainly got the wrist for it. Oh, not a bad effort. And Pesic says to the defense, why weren't you covering that? Luckily, Pesic is there to make his 9th save of the half and maintains a slender lead at the break for Nantes. Both goalkeepers very much in evidence in this first half, in a match where neither team has shone with their finishing. Pesic 9 saves, Christensen 8. Ricardo Costa with plenty to think about, but we'll be glad that they came back from the brink, having been 4 goals down at one point, coming up towards the half-time break. So at half-time here in Nantes, it's Nantes 13, Sporting 10. Well, as they go off and take a break, so will we. Join us again for the second half. We'll see you then.
Voilà, c'est le mi-temps. Et comme toujours, à la boutique, notre service merchandising s'est surpassé pour vous proposer de la diversité dans ses produits, de la qualité, des choix.
Space and finds the corner.
Brilliant pass to the line. Marathon.
Overlap down the left. Kadar tries to keep the ball moving. He does eventually. In-flight across! From Nahi to Konku.
Oh, beautiful spin. That is sheer class.
Invite now for Berlin. Scooped in by Keystone.
Breakthrough, and Hernandez just put up a wall in the Magdeburg goal. To the wing, Villica, and again Mikler. Huge game.
The left-hand side, lays it off. Sitchko, free throw, goal! What a save that is, and how important that is. There, Milosavljev.
Breakthrough, and Valika, his second save.
Oh, another save from Pesic.
Dream of being a champion. Dreams come true with determination. rise with the team. Rise to be a champion. Do it for them and them. This is the Machine Seeker EHF Champions League, the best handball in Europe. Watch on official broadcasters at ehftv.com. Dream. Make it come true. Dare to rise.
Allez, 4 minutes. 4 minutes avant le coup d'envoi de la seconde période. Bientôt, prenez vos places. De la Chanel. Donc, on est du fin. Le coup d'envoi de cette seconde période. 30 minutes encore pour faire encore la plus de différence. C'est bien, très amis sur la défense, c'est très bien dans la tribune. Ça va, vous êtes fatigués?
Welcome back to the H Arena in Nantes and half-time in this quarter-final first leg in the Machine Seeker EHF Champions League. And half-time, the French side are leading 13-10 in what has been an untidy first half by both teams. Nantes leading maybe by 3, but only with a 50% success rate on their shooting. Sporting are down on 43%. Now, a lot of that is to do with the goalkeepers. Pesic, who's made 10 saves in the first half, a 50% save rate. He's been absolutely superb. Started a little slow, but he's picked up pace, the Croatian. And Sporting have dried up a bit in the latter stages of the first half. At the other end, though, Andre Christensen for Sporting has not been too bad himself, with 8 saves, with a 38% save rate. Attack-wise, well, in what has otherwise been a lackluster performance with their finishing, Brillet at least is 4 from 4. Whilst Mine, the playmaker, 4 from 9 is proving to be quite expensive, but not maybe as expensive as poor old Julien Boss, the right back, who's 0 from 6 in the first half. I think the metalwork has been in greater threat than the back of the net for him, sadly. He has heard the clunking of that goalpost a little too often. Martin Costa, he's top scoring for Sporting, but again a tad on the expensive side, only just, mind you. 5 from 9 for a back player, 56%. Maybe a tad below for him, but both teams defending very, very physically. And yet, amazingly, no 2-minute suspensions in the first half. And just 2 yellow cards, one for Martinez and one for the coach, Ricardo Costa of Sporting. And no penalties. But Sporting will feel we're still okay, 3 goals in. We're always a difficult team at home, but they're going to need more heroics from Pesic in the second half. Both teams, though, in need of picking up their finishing. And ironically, Abdi there, one of the players injured. Algerian international they could do with him today, because Julien Boss, who's 0 from 6, they have no other left-handed right backs on the lineup. Nafikila not in the lineup today, Abdi injured. And so they will have to persevere with Boss for the time being and hope that he finds his mojo in the second half. So the countdown is on for the start of the second half. Kiko Costa 0 from 2 in the first half. He's also struggled to find a way through and was replaced. So here we go then, Sporting throw off the second half against Nantes. The French side leading 13-10 at half-time. Well, it has been a hard physical encounter between these two teams, but it has been very sporting in every sense. So Kiko Costa has come on now with his brother Martin Costa. He resumes with Suarez in the centre. It's the lineup that started the game. Kiko to Martin. Trying to find a way through. Oh, does well. Oh, he just couldn't. Instead, he's lost the ball. And Boss does well to recover. It's all very scrappy at the moment. Min. Boss into the wing. Through the legs of the keeper. And that's the great start they wanted, Nantes. Audrey Othola gets his second. And the 4-goal lead they briefly had in the first half is back again. We're 12-8 up late in the first half. Has to go around. Gassama, the right winger, has come all the way around. He's in on the line at this side. No way through there. Good defence. Trying to find the line, the ball goes out of play. Bria. Oh, brilliant! And finally, at the 7th attempt, Julien Boss finds the back of the net. But that's quickly cancelled out. Salvador, the captain of Sporting, straight from the throw-off. Off goes Yoshida, still only being used in defence. Took that very quickly. A lot of shirt pulling there, and again, referees letting the game flow. Boss is being put under very close scrutiny at the bottom of the picture. Bria. Well, 2 from 2 in the second half. That will boost his confidence. Again, good defense. Min and Bria close the door on Nathan Suarez, the Spaniard, trying to break through. While at the other end, Bria sucked in the defense. I wonder if they're trying to give him maybe a little bit of space, Boss, thinking, well, 0 from 6. Let him do the shooting, not Bria, who's 4 from 4. And Boss has taken his chance as well in the second half. Again, they're trying to put in a second line. The wing is coming around. Oliveira Silva, line switch, drops back in on the line. Oh yes, now there's a bit of space. Martin Costa. Oh, beautifully done. A little broken wrist shot. And Branquinho scores his first. Oh, looking for the line and cut out. It's the 4th time a line pass has been intercepted. He was very close to the line, but Gomes scores. And that's a poor giveaway. They've been careless in that respect. And he was quite literally, I would say, barely 5 centimetres away from the line. Crowd getting behind the team again. And again, Boss, 3 from 3 in the second half. And Sporting are trying to do a very quick throw-off. And they took the throw-in very quickly, and Salvador again catches them napping. Salvador, who's being pressed into the attack now. We'll have to wait and see how much. It's just that they didn't have time to make the substitution. How about this for a quick switch? Out of play, straight back in. Means not even looking. He didn't even move to cover it. Again, a turnover and a great chance. And that's put away. Branquinho with 2 in the second half. Nantes are talking to the referee, saying, was that an offensive foul? He's not interested. Robert Schultz waves them all away, but Grégory Caujon not overly impressed. Well, what a blistering start we've had to the second half. 5-4, Sporting are leading in this half at least. Goes into the line, trying to release the ball out to Brillet. Tourna with 3 defenders sitting on him. Gassama remonstrates. But his arm is being hooked. I'm not sure he had too much complaint about that. They're trying to make a substitution. Ricardo Costa is screaming. Getting Boga on the Democratic Republic of Congo international, number 44, 1 m 97. Feeling that with a passive play call and maybe only 1 pass left, as Nantes put up a wall, Brillet is getting ready for a long-range effort. One pass left. Tries to go all the way around, clips the top of the bar and stays out. Well, 16-11 has suddenly been turned back on its head again as Sporting respond with a lot of careless play by Nantes. It's been their undoing. In the first half, there were 12 lost balls for Sporting, 10 for Nantes. Combination of technical errors and turnovers. Odriozola a long way out in defence. They're trying to isolate the back players. Martin Costa! Pesic didn't touch it, came off the bar. Let's have a look and see. He doesn't touch it. Going to be a free throw as Yoshida heads off. Defensive job done. Back in goes Tourna. Oh, good save. Christensen, his 8th. Oh, brilliant. Solid play, Nathan Suarez, with defenders hanging on him, charged down the court. And the playmaker closes them back into within 1. And all off a great save by Andre Christensen, the Norwegian goalkeeper. So all the hard work to take a 5-goal lead early in the second half is undone. Nantes have it all to do again. Cheeky, Niatu. Second goal. The player who thought he'd retired when he stepped away from Nîmes 1 season ago. Called out of retirement by his old club. To help out while they have, well, at one point they had all 3 of their playmakers out of action with injuries. De La Bretèche still out. He's probably going to miss the season. Oh, the ball fumbled, but that was lucky, but it came off the foot of a defender. Niatu seems to be putting his hand up on that one. So Edney Oliveira Silva, the Brazilian line player, drops back in. Kiko Costa to Martin. Puts a block on. Oh, beautiful. And it's a superbly worked goal. Oliveira Silva's first. He put the block on. Martin Costa then opened up the angle. There was the foul on Niatu. 32 years of age, retiring quite young, you might say, but looking to turn his hands to other things. Villa. Ah, that was not a great pass, and again, a lot of carelessness in their play. Trying to find the wing, but Boss is held up, and that's a free throw. Solid block as ever. As soon as they get the ball, the Nantes players, they're finding a defender right in their face. Oh, and again, he's trying to look for the line. 5 times they've done it now. Oh, that's an interception, nothing given by the referee, Brillet. Nothing again. Untidy by everyone. Sporting to lose it, and Nantes to fluff their lines on the attack. Was it really necessary to pass the ball back in? Rivera seemed to be away, but he slowed up, and that allowed Salvador to latch onto him. But he is saying, I was bundled over trying to make the pass. Surely he's not happy. Former Spanish international, and the team's top scorer this season was 72 in the Champions League. Martin Costa into the wing. That's nicely done. Inside the area anyway. The save won't count. Boss. And that time it is an offensive foul. Called against Niatu. And we go past the 10-minute mark with just 1 goal in it. Sporting have done well. They went 5 down early in the second half. They've collected themselves back up again. And this scoreline will be just fine for them. And Crozon knows it. They need to take a good, healthy lead to Lisbon next week. So Costa back on the far side. That's playing inside the area, says the referee. Not giving anything for the push. Into the wing. Ah, cheeky! What a beautiful lob. Valero Rivera with a broken wrist shot. Deftly lobs it over Christensen. Lovely wrist work. Two-goal lead. Quick acceleration down the middle. Kiko Costa, over bounces it. Suarez was trying to make space for him. Just a little too much resin on the hand. Also changes for Nantes. They're going to change on the left wing. Noam Leopold is coming on, the Swiss international. There he is. Just 22 years of age. 27 goals in the Champions League this season. Their new signing from Fadi Winterthur. Min, Niatu. Again, some careless play. Even that pass wasn't that great. Niatu! And he's on 3. Going to be a free throw only. Clips the post under pressure. Niatu, what a lovely sidestep. Just over the shoulder, Christensen. While at the other end, Brillet seemed to push Kiko Costa from the side. Kiko Costa is probably disappointed it's only a free throw. Second line comes in for the moment at least. Branquinho has come around. He's parked himself in front of Martin Costa. Suarez. Martin Costa straight through. Oh, into the wing. Huge angle. And Branquinho gets his third. Oh, well, Besic was off having a chat with Biosca Garcia, the other goalkeeper, nearly got caught out. As Nantes again give possession away cheaply. So Martin Costa back on again. Salvador is covering for him in defence. Kiko Costa races in. Fires it over the top. He's not having the greatest day, Kiko Costa, under very tight scrutiny. Now 0 from 4. Should remember that he's not long back from injury. That's nice, and that will help. Nin brought down by Oliveira Silva. Kiko Costa scoring. Let's hope that might allow him to find his mojo. Well, there are the turnovers. 10 for Nantes, 11 for Sporting. And that's not even counting the technical errors. Boss hands off to Nin, who scores. Well, the defence was inside the area anyway. It's his 5th goal, the first in the second half. In fact, Martinez charged into him from the side. 5 from 11 though, still a tad expensive, Enric Nin today. He too, like Kiko Costa, just back from injury. You can see his left knee is still heavily strapped. Nice breakthrough. Well, suddenly Kiko Costa is there. It's a bit like Boss at the start of the second half. 2 quick goals in quick succession as we pass the midway point in the second half. 21-20 to Nantes. They won't feel that that's enough of a lead to take to Lisbon next week, the French. You think that teams like Veszprém, Paris Saint-Germain, Fuchs Berlin have been unable to win in Lisbon. Oh, cleverly done. Audrey Otola. Drew Christensen off the near post. Very briefly, Branquinho was available, but Suarez just hesitated with the pass. Both teams have had their moments with sudden bursts of 3 and 4 goals. Oh, space for Martin Costa. You could see the defence open up, and that's all he needed. The 2 brothers, absolute vanguard, but Nin responds at the other end. His 6th goal. In this case, the defence stood back. Gassama should have pushed up. Every time they go deep, Kiko Costa tries to go in behind the front defender. Yoshida gives away the free throw this time. Well, it has been a very, very physical game with very mobile, very quick defences. Oh, lovely pass to the line. And Oliveira Silva with his second. A superb assist though by Martin Costa. The free throw. Quick acceleration. But, only gets a free throw. He went the right side, just put it too far. So Brière is off as they make a few changes. Meanwhile, Bioska has replaced Pesic in goal for Nantes at the other end. Despite his 11 saves, he's only made one in the second half. Bioska, who's on a 25% save rate in the Champions League with 80 saves. So play resumes now. Min, Niatu and Boss back on again. Niatu, good defending, no way through there. Centre of defence held up by Oliveira Silva and Salvador. And Tourna lifting his elbow to make space. And it's a turnover. Crowd aren't too happy. And again, Grégory Caujon, the Nantes coach, is apoplectic with rage at the bench. And table officials are calling over the referees. I think it is Caujon who's in trouble, and he's now also got a yellow card. So both coaches have got themselves in the naughty book. And Tourna is taking the opportunity. Well, it's Tourna who's been given the yellow card. Not Caujon. Felt that he was being fouled, and in trying to release himself, he got penalised. So apologies to Grégory Caujon. Well, he has. He's picked one up too. So two in one go, after Nantes have had no other sanctions so far. So Costa, Martin Costa, beautiful! What a wrist he has. Shot around the defender. Bioska Garcia won't have seen that come till the last second. Brière into the wing again. That's beautiful play. Odriozola, his fourth. Well, they may not have shifted the ball much on the left side, but on the right side they've put a lot into the wing, Nantes. Boss with very quick service to Odriozola. A one-goal lead. Second line is in again for Sporting. Branquinho is there. Now he goes back to the wing. Martin Costa puts it wide, but he was tapped from behind. And again, if he's through and shooting, he remonstrates with the referee, but Robert Schulz seems to be saying, if you carry on, I'll send you off. And I've got some sympathy for Martin Costa, because he does seem to be held from the back. Hand off. Martin Costa! And this time Bioska Ignacio gets his first save. Brière. Boss. And Salvador giving him a traditional Sporting welcome, a hefty shove as he goes past. Well, it's been a very physical game in every sense. Referees letting play go on, but sometimes you wonder maybe some kind of a sanction at some point would help. But the players, in fairness to them though, are playing it in the best of spirits. Despite the physicality, both teams are going at it hard. That's what it's all about. We're into the last 10 minutes. Just a one-goal lead for Nantes. That will suit Sporting very well if they can keep it there. Oh, beautiful play. Free throw. Windmills past Salvador. He keeps holding him from the back, but there was a defender in front, Oliveira Silva. So only the free throw. Well, this time Oliveira Silva couldn't hold him. Min lets rip with his 7th. Quick throw off taken, but Nantes managed to plug the gaps. Quick acceleration, turns back inside Salvador, carbon copy of the last move. But this time with a goal at the end. Martin Costa races in, oh, fumbles the ball, double dribble. Nothing given. Goalkeeper ball, and a chance goes begging. And instead, it goes in at the other end, courtesy of Kiko Costa, his 3rd goal. So what could have been a 3-goal lead for Nantes, it's pulled back to within 1 thanks to this goal. Tried to spin it through the legs. That's a great save by Christensen. On 11 now, Christensen. Odriozola comes around. Niatu, Boss, sidesteps. Finds Tourna, smuggles it past the keeper. And to change the central defence. As we watch the action again there, lovely assist by Boss. Gaba has gone in defence now for Nantes, replacing Yoshida, who's in the centre with Briet. Experienced Slovenian. Martin Costa. And that's recovered. Bioska with a comfortable save, his 2nd of the game. Well, another fantastic save, but it won't count for Christensen because of the foul. There was the initial shot. Bioska had to react fast. They almost lost the ball, somehow recovered by Odriozola. But he feels the defender was inside the area. But again, it's just a free throw. Now it's Ricardo Costa, the Sporting coach, who's unhappy with the call. He felt, conversely, that Odriozola had his shot, missed it. Acceleration. And the first 2-minute suspension of the game is greeted with a massive roar around the arena. Oliveira Silva catching Min with a hand in the face. A brief glance, but that is the first 2-minute suspension of the match. Can Nantes use it? And very sportingly, Oliveira Silva has gone straight over to Min to apologise. As I said, the match has been played in great spirit by these two teams, despite the huge physicality of the encounter. So Briet comes on now. Oh, he's given the ball away, Briet! How many times has he done that? Absolute frustration. Looking to pass to Min, and that was very well read by Kiko Costa. That's a team timeout. Called by Sporting, their second of the match.
Súper importante esta bola, Kiko.
Já está. Cruzamento central pivô. Ok? Cruzamento central pivô. Vem para cá. Situação de passe. Ok? Com 3. Isto. Vens cá e vem aqui. Certo? Tentamos decidir para cá.
Se fosse 2 contra, eu apareço aqui. Na 3.
Tu vais atacar no 2 contra 2. Vais metê-los para dentro e vais dar a bola ao Martim. O Martim tem que vir aqui a tirar. Caça. Não faças linha.
No tires, calma.
Não venhas por
Si
fora.
no la paras.
Si no la paramos. Ok? Dale, dale un pouco.
Só tens a picar o passe.
Both teams have been expensive today. Confirmation 5,902 spectators today here in the H Arena. But we knew that it's absolutely packed. Both teams then with 24 turnovers and technical fouls in the match. That's some going. So while they've got the suspension running on Oliveira Silva, they've taken out the goalkeeper and put on the extra attacker. Höghielm's gone in on the line while Silva's off. Swedish player who left Nantes this summer only, up against his former teammates. Oh, big space. Penalty. Defending inside the area. Suarez saw the gap and went in. Mean clearly steps inside, upends the player. Gabo is just checking what you want me to do with the coach, and he's sent back on again. Now he's going to come off. Just waiting to see, of course, the outcome of the penalty. Luckily for Sporting, Nathan Suarez seems to be okay. So Ori Thorkelsson steps up to take the penalty. He's scored 33 from 38 taken in the Champions League this season. And scores that one. First goal of the game for him. An important one that brings them back to within one despite being short-handed. They're back with their starting lineup. Nim, Villiers and Boss at the back. Tourna at the front. Oh, it really is a changed man since half-time. Boss 4 from 4 in the second half, having missed all 6 in the first. We go into the last 5 minutes. Absolutely nothing in it. Goalkeeper is out at the other end again as they put on the extra attacker. Switch back again. Suarez. Costa across to his brother Martin and back. Passive play call now against Sporting. 4 passes to get the shot away. Kiko Costa, beautifully done, but Biosca, save number 3. On an attacking foul against Min. He looks to the referee and says, but they were both inside the area. The referee's not interested. Great save by Biosca. It's another chance wasted by Nantes at the other end. Suarez, Kiko Costa. Oh, what's the defense doing? Niatu, complete misunderstanding with Udri Othula, stepped aside, and Martin Costa could have driven the bus through there. Oh dear. Those could be ones that come back to haunt them if they lose the tie by the odd goal. final team timeout for Nantes is called by Grégory Cojon. Not going to get too much of a lead here at best, and that's assuming they have a lead by the end of the game.
Arrête de s'étager comme des malades, d'accord? On est des fois beaucoup plus regroupés. Ils nous prennent dans les espaces, ils nous prennent sur les glissements. Beaucoup plus bas, beaucoup plus regroupés. S'ils tirent de loin, ils tirent de loin. Là, ils cherchent que les 6 mètres. Là, on joue Yago. D'accord? Danois. Rapide pour Julien. Shoot, remise. D'accord? Danois rapide. Yago pour qu'il se positionne là. Et ensuite, Danois rapide pour Julien. Ouais, les gars, Danois rapide, les gars. Juste à Yago pour qu'il se place et Danois rapide. Chaque ballon, ça compte. Allez, tous.
Full count, says Rivera, the captain. Cojon then wanting the defence to be a little flatter. He says they're beating us into the spaces at 6 metres. And I'd rather you let them shoot from a distance and come back and cover those gaps on the line. Because that man there, Martin Costa, with his 8 goals, has been an absolute nightmare for Nantes in this game. Meanwhile, Sporting are pushing very, very deep. They are back to full strength again after that 2 minute for Oliveira Silva. Passive play call now against them. Into the line. Penalty. Tourna fouled in the act of shooting by Suarez. Oh, it might have been Martinez. The gap in between them either way. Switches in. Well, it is Martinez who got the touch from behind. So this might be an opportunity for Rivera. Who has saved a couple of penalties only in the Champions League this season against Rivera, who scored 34 from 47. That's calmly taken by the captain. His second goal. A little bit of spin, puts it underneath the leg, curves back in. 2.5 minutes remaining. Gaber and Brie in the centre of the defence. Well, despite the instruction about sit back a bit more, don't go too deep, Boss is a long way out on Suarez. Looking for the line, didn't seem to quite decide what he wanted to do with that. And yet another turnover. Brie. Oh, and again Brie's given it away. And for the second time in about 3 minutes, his mistake gives the goal the other way. Suarez brings them back to within 1. His offloading to the line has been completely off today, Brie. He must be on 6 or 7 turnovers. In one of those days, Cojon can't believe it. He's probably as frustrated as anything because they've been their own worst enemy at times, not. They want an attack to get a 3-goal lead. How often has that happened in this game? And instead, Sporting have stolen it. Credit to them, though, with their defence. They're putting a lot of pressure on Nantes. It's been very, very physical. The referees have let it run. So it's really been a question of adapting. Min. Brie. Called against Min. Tobias Tön needs to stop the clock with about 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining. Well, I might say at least on this occasion it was Min who just didn't catch the ball. Brie was passing it decently, but Min then charges into the defence, and the call is against him. An incredible number of turnovers. Quite sure I've seen a match in a long, long time with quite as many turnovers and technical errors. Certainly not at this level. Martin Costa. Biosca saves. Trying to keep it back in play. They passed it out instead. Rivera. Straight onto the keeper. Christensen with his 12th save, and we're inside the last minute. Another huge save by the Norwegian. Biosca saves at one end. And Rivera, he's had a difficult day at the office himself today. And the final team timeout is called by Sporting with just 22 seconds remaining. An opportunity to walk away with the draw.
Don't make central pivot. William. Martin, outside. Okay? You stay here. When Martin comes, stay on the middle. Martin, okay? And kick. Stay on the middle. Kick entra. Ok? Mas paciência.
Acabamos com bola. Acabamos com bola.
Joga 2 contra 2. William, without make fault.
Save for Sporting. This is not a bad result. They will be quite happy. Whether they lose by 1, they draw. They have kept it tight. With Rivera's chance again. And when you look again, there's no touch on him from the defender, and the fans can't quite believe it. It's been one of those days. So 22 seconds to have the final word for Sporting. Passive play. Ball is lost, picked up again. Free throw, and that will be the last action. Gaber helps Martin Costa back to his feet. The match will end with both teams there or thereabouts. Nantes 61%, Sporting 59% success rate on their shooting. They're just checking how many passes are left on the passive play. But with 3 seconds, it's either shoot direct or a quick pass and shoot. They won't have time for anything else. Silva comes in to join the wall in defence. Salvador is in the wall, but of course one of them could roll off that wall and shoot. But Kiko Costa is getting ready to shoot. He's got Rivera standing right next to him. Martin Costa is there. That's blocked. And there goes the buzzer. It's a win for Nantes, but Sporting will feel they've done a good job here to limit the damage ahead of the second leg in Lisbon next week. And it gives them a fantastic chance to go through to their first ever Final Four. For Cojon, so many mistakes, and the finishing wasn't quite there on either side. Some great displays in goal. Pesic 11 saves, Biosca 3. At the other end, Christensen made 12 saves in the game. But it's a win that leaves them very little margin for error at the end of the day here. In a very physical encounter, played at pace with a lot of mistakes. It's a single goal win for Nantes, trying to make their way to their third Final Four. Ricardo Costa looks on and will be reasonably happy with that. The final score here is Nantes 28, Sporting 27. Well, they'll have a big job to do next week in Lisbon. But is it Sporting's year, I wonder? They've had such a terrific season. They were not quite seen coming, finishing second in the group behind Veszprém, to qualify directly for the quarter-finals. With some big wins against Veszprém, Fuchs Berlin, Paris Saint-Germain.